everyone, welcome back to Eastwick Cottage Garden. I hope you guys have been doing well. It has been a wild winter here in the mid-Atlantic of the US. Some would say the Northeast, and I know it's been a wild winter worldwide. I think the last time that we spoke, I was preparing for a snowstorm that was coming up. We were supposed to be getting about 6 or so inches of snow. We ended up getting about 9 inches total. We got about 7 inches of snow and 2 inches of ice on top of that. It was pretty wild. But then the temperatures plummeted. Like, I've never experienced a winter this cold in my life. It was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, the weather warmed up and all the snow melted in a week. So I wanted to get out here today to show you some things that are happening in the garden space and just to catch up with you guys. And also, we are supposed to have our third storm happening tomorrow into Monday. And we're supposed to be getting anywhere from, some say 6 to 10 inches, or I've seen 12 to 20 inches. So who knows? It's going to be crazy once again, but the temperatures are going to be warmer. So hopefully it'll melt faster than it did the last time, because it hung around for weeks. It didn't move. It was just frozen. The whole world was frozen. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to do a little bit of a mini garden tour and talk about some things that are happening in the garden. So we're just going to walk around here. I have not walked the whole garden yet. In addition to the storm, we had subsequent crazy winds, but we're just starting in this space. I did tie up this is my zebra grass you guys have known about. I did tie that up so that it wouldn't get weighed down in the snow, and it's been doing really well. So hopefully it'll outlast the storm, the ties outlast the storm, and then as the spring comes, I'm going to just be able to grab it and cut it down in preparation. So Jasmine is roaming around the yard. The fences are closed. The gates are closed, so she should be okay. You can see her off in the distance there. So in this space, I haven't really looked around here. All of this was totally covered with snow and ice. Even these planters here, I forgot that they were even in the garden space because they were totally covered. I couldn't even see them at all. But everything is melted for the moment until tomorrow. So I wanted to check to see what is happening here. Like, everything is smushed and wet and just a bit of a mess. Still some color here on this is the chameleon heuchera right here. So we still have some color on that. And I do see that it looks like my diamond spire gardenia might have survived. So the one thing about the snow is it is an insulator. So if it gets, I didn't want to move any snow around that had fallen down around, especially the smaller plants, because I knew that the temperatures were going to go down, and I wanted them to be insulated against any, really cold temperatures. It was we had minus 0 degree temperatures here, and it was really crazy. So I think that they were protected with the snow. We do still have some growth coming up on our bulbs here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to see where you see it. Back in this area here, we do have some burn here on the false cypress. When I first got them, they had burn on them, so hopefully that they will survive the cold weather that we've had. So coming around to the front border, we have some, I don't know if you can see them, but we have some snowdrops that are blooming. Right before the last storm, I took out the trash on that Friday, and I was walking back. It was in the evening, walking back to the house, and in this area here, I noticed that a kind of flash of white. I took a video of it. I'm going to insert it here. That was the first snowdrop that I saw blooming in the yard. But you can see there's some more coming up here, and walking around to the other garden beds, they actually have started blooming. I'm on the fence here. These are our chrysanthemums, and I'm on the fence about cutting these back today. They did really well in the snow and then the ice before. For the last storm, the snow we were supposed to get this time is going to be wet, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll just leave it or cut it back. They kind of got splayed, but then they bounced right back. So we'll see. I'm probably going to leave them, full disclosure, probably going to leave them there. So our heuchera here in the front border, around the maple border, around the maple tree, that was totally covered. It's coming back. It's going to get covered again, but it'll be okay. I would say the stars of the show, the euonymus, goldspire euonymus, they looked really, really good with the snow all around them. They stood high and they weathered the storm, and they looked really, really nice in the weather. I was trying to see if I had any of my hellebores blooming. I didn't cut back the green yet. I don't see any. I'm going to use my foot here. I don't see any blooms yet. So they came out last year around early March, around this time, I guess early March, because my mom saw them while I was recovering from my surgery. But if you can see here, we do have some of the snowdrops blooming in this bed too. This is the maple border bed. I left the flower stalks up for the echinacea so that the birds could have something to nibble on. And you can see they have been having a little bit of a snack. So it's good, especially since they couldn't get down to anything on the ground because of the snow. They were able to have something to eat as well. This is coming back here to the orchard border, and we are coming up on the red twig dogwood, which has been the star of the winter. They are delightful. I'm so glad that I planted these. They're doing exactly what I wanted them to do. And in the snow, I'm going to insert a picture. In the snow, they look magnificent. And so it was really nice to have, well, everything else was buried. We had the twigs of the red twig dogwood, and with the sky pencil holly interspersed in between. It was really, really nice to see them. And I noticed here when I was kind of cleaning up some stuff in the yard earlier today, we have once again some snowdrops that have bloomed. I have to watch where I'm walking because I did notice there was deer scat back here too. Deer have been coming in the yard doing their thing. So, but it's just really kind of neat. I think we're at the home stretch here, coming in to the changeover to spring. It feels very springy today, if I'm full disclosure. It feels very, very springy today. So coming back here, Lazarus seems to have done very well. Hopefully it made it through the worst of it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I might have to enlist the help of my friend Dodie, who gave it to me, to see what I need to do next, because it's my first fig experience. Just not a whole lot to see. Just random acts of blooming happening. But I wanted to come back here in this area. This is the woodland garden area. And I wanted to just point out these ferns here. So here we have the brilliant autumn fern, and then over here we have the Christmas fern. And I think I would really like to plant more of these because it was really nice to be able to see them all winter long with their colors. And most of the time it was green. It just kind of got brown in the past week or so with the colder weather. But they've been great, and they've been tall enough that I could see them over the snow, and it was just nice to have them there. So I think I want to try to plant more of those back in this area. And then we have our other zebra grass here that's just giving some texture in the garden. But it's been quite a wild ride. Squirrel house survived the storm and all the wind. I'm glad about that. Coming down here, the immersive bed, I'm not going to go in there. Not much has happened in the immersive bed here. Oh, looky. We have our first hellebore blooms coming up here. I hope that they do okay in the snow. They are winter plants, so I hope they do all right in the snow. But look at that. Their buds are everywhere. Look at that. That is very exciting. Okay. All right. It's a good thing we're doing a little walk around. Surprises. Anyway, everything else, I think, is pretty status quo for winter. This is the immersive bed. The hydrangeas in the back here looked amazing with all the snow. They did great, as did the lavender. And back in the corner here, we have the kaleidoscopabelia, which is evergreen, and that was really nice to be able to see some kind of growth throughout the winter in the snow. There's Jasmine exploring where she shouldn't be. She knows she shouldn't be in the flower bed, but there she is nonetheless. Anyway, she's been doing great. She's been doing wonderfully well. She's a delight to have, very energetic, very spicy, kind of sassy. I love it. She's great. Wonderful, wonderful to have around. Okay, that's pretty much all that we have here. I want to say this is the start of my 3rd year doing this, so I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with everything. Update on my health, I am feeling a lot better. I still have some soreness and I still get a little bit tired, but overall I'm feeling a lot better than I have been. I needed to give myself the year to recuperate and just be kind to my body and just listen to what it's telling me to do. So anyway, I do feel better, so I'm really, really excited to get up and running for this upcoming garden season. I look forward to sharing more videos with you. So I'm glad that we did this walk around because we got some surprises. I didn't know that the hellebores had done their thing. This is very exciting. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you stay safe. If you're in the storm zone, please stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. Don't shovel if you don't have to. Hire somebody if you can. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.